With nothing left to lose, one woman chose to break the law. Devastatingly, a cop came along, but shockingly, instead of handcuffs, this officer held something unimaginable in his hands. A grandmother's love for her family makes her capable of anything, including going to prison. In 2014, one grandmom, Helen Johnson from Tarrant, Alabama, knew she had to take drastic action. This realization came after she and her family had been starving for 2 days. Johnson lived with her 2 kids, 2 grandkids, and niece. She usually received a $120 welfare check every month. Although small, this is what she used to feed her family, but this time, the check got lost in the mail, leaving everyone desperately hungry. Johnson was genuinely frightened the little ones may die if she didn't do something now, so she chose to risk her freedom for the well-being of her babies. Somehow managing to pull together $1.25, Johnson went to the dollar store to buy eggs. Her heart dropped when she realized she didn't have enough money. So Johnson did something she had never done before and tried to take home 5 eggs without paying. Unfortunately, she didn't get very far, remembering, "Of course, when I put them in my jacket pocket, they broke." Later, she facetiously admitted, "I'm not a good thief at all." Police officer William Stacy most likely agreed with Johnson's sentiment as he easily stopped her from leaving the store. Johnson was sobbing as the police officer told her to wait in the parking lot. She desperately tried to explain her situation because she knew this was the moment he would arrest her. But when the officer came back, he wasn't holding handcuffs but rather a carton of eggs for her and her family. Then the two shared a warm hug. Johnson later referred to him as her hero, saying that she thanked Jesus for him. The police officer also commented on his decision. "Sometimes we shouldn't apply the law, but we must apply the humanity." But this was just the beginning of a string of events. A bystander had caught the interaction on his cell phone and shared it online, quickly pulling in views up to the 100,000s. The police station was inundated with calls from people offering to help, offering clothes, food, or money. But this positivity was paused for a brief second when Officer Stacy arrived at Johnson's house. The slamming of jail bars rang in her imagination. This time, Johnson was sure she was going to be arrested. Once again, she was wrong. The officer and coworkers had arrived at her house with 2 truckloads of food. She said, "The last time I saw my house this full, I was 12 years old and staying with my grandmother. I've been crying all day." Stacy and the civilian shared another emotional hug caught on camera and shared on the internet. The two went viral again. Johnson has since expressed deep gratitude, saying that she truly appreciates he was there for her. Speaking about why he helped Johnson, the officer said that he had some similar experience as a child when his family was struggling to find food. Johnson had asked him what she could do to pay him back, and he said not to steal again. He said, "Sometimes the best route isn't to arrest. I hope she won't do it again. I pray she doesn't, and I don't think she will." If we only saw Johnson stealing and didn't know why she chose to do it, we might have judged her. But taking the time to listen to anyone's story can almost always help us find compassion and possibly help them. Maybe we'll even get a warm hug in the process. Hunger and homelessness are sad and never-ending issues worldwide, so much so that most of us have become numb to their existence. As a result, many people on the street are abandoned by society, including veterans. But Max Zaire decided to help a homeless veteran, stating it was the least he could do for him since he served his country. Not only did Zaire buy this ex-Army Ranger a meal which left him in tears, but he also offered him a job at his restaurant Celebrity Sports Grill. Heartbreakingly, the veteran said that no one had treated him with this amount of compassion in a long time. But the restaurant owner wasn't done yet. He started a GoFundMe page to provide various resources such as food, blankets, and sleeping bags to veterans without homes. Basic needs are essential and always come first. But in both the veterans and Johnson's cases, the compassion from both Good Samaritans may have healed something inside them as well. These two men looked past the obvious judgments of those who may steal or sleep on the streets and saw the actual human beings behind the stereotypes.